MIAP.map is the GUI, the user interface external for the map suite. This object displays maps that are loaded in to map panners, allows you to control them and change the look of those maps. It's really a control and user interface object. It binds to a panner object based on this namespace right here. So there's a name attribute, set that to the same name as a MIAP or MIAP.panner, and it will automatically update and display map A or map B if you load in new maps to that panner. You can set which map it's viewing, so I'm switching this to map B right now, and then back to map A, and it will only, this is only for viewing, so if I navigate around the object, it's outputting a message. Regardless of what map is in here, it's outputting a message, chords followed by two values, an X and a Y coordinate. Those go into the panner object, and the output of the panner is going to be determined by the pan, whether you're panned to the left to map A, to the right, or to map B, or somewhere in the middle. So right now we're displaying map B, but we're panned to the left. So let me pan to the right, and now we can see the gains that correspond to the map that we're looking at. Let me go back to map A, and I'll pan to the left again. And now we see the gains that correspond to this map. So you can change all kinds of things here. If I want to load in new maps here, it's automatically going to be updated, just like in the other help patch. So you can change appearances, colors of the tri-set fill and border, the node colors, the text color, text size, and so on. Let's make the tri-set background a little bit transparent. Then when we enable the Cartesian grid, you can see that it's transparent. So we can change the number of XY divisions for the Cartesian grid. We can enable or disable polar divisions, radial and concentric. We can enable both if we want to. We can change now what this displays is the node ID, the tri-set ID, and the trim, the trim for speaker nodes and derived nodes, and the tri-set ID. So the tri-set ID and the node ID are things that are used when you're authoring maps with the built-in scripting language that's detailed in the MIAP and MIAP.help patch. The trim is also something that you set when you author it. You can either, you do this either through the Meyer QStation software or through the scripting language. If you set gains to linear, then these trims are going to be in linear amplitude. If you set this to dB, then it's going to be dB, minus 0 dB. So let's disable those. And you can change the size of the mouse node. You can change the size of the regular nodes and the size of the trajectory nodes and the size of the text. All right, so everything's pretty much customizable. The colors and the sizes of things are customizable. And that's pretty much it.